The Speaker of the Senate, Kenneth Lusaka, is expected to open a joint Young Parliamentarians Conference at the White Sands Hotel in Mombasa tomorrow at around 9:30 a.m. About 48 parliamentarians are also expected to give a press briefing on matters concerning corruption and job opportunities for the youth. Our reporter Tobias Chanji is there and now joins us live for an update. Tobias, it's been an unending song from the youth and corruption. Give us more job opportunities. What should the youth expect from this conference?
A very good morning, Michelle. As you've said, I'm at White Sands Beach Resort here in Mombasa, where we're expecting the Speaker to the Senate, that's Kenneth Lusaka, to be opening this conference of around 48 legislators, young parliamentarians. Afterwards, the Speaker also expected to open a conference of parliamentarian journalists, today being the World Press Freedom Day. But now joining us here is the chairperson of the Young Parliamentarians Association, that is Nairobi Senator Johnson Sakaja. Just maybe to tell us what we are going to expect in this two-day conference. Welcome to KTN News.
Thank you very much. Asante.
So what do you expect here?
Well, the Young Parliamentarians Association is an association of young members of parliament, young as per the constitutional definition, that is below the age of 35 at the time of the election. We have around 50 young MPs. On top of that, we have MCAs. Yeah, within our association we have 1,027 MCAs, but we have some of the representatives here today. And today's meeting is really to deliberate on matters affecting our young people, but also on how to build the capacity of our young legislators. So they're able to really bring out the issues of young people in the different county assemblies and the National Assembly and in the Senate. So we've been going through a mentorship program for each and every legislator called Leading Young, where they're being guided by their own personal leadership coaches so they can be better leaders so as to advance the issues of young people. KYPA is a non-partisan association. We have members from all political parties in the country. We do not take political positions that are divisive, but on matters of young people, we come together. Yeah.
Then there's been an issue of corruption and inclusivity of the youths. Is it something that you're going to discuss, maybe?
Definitely. Every matter that is of concern to young people is of concern to us. However, we look at it differently. I think of late you've seen issues like corruption, issues of unity being looked at through political lenses, about this party or this grouping believing one thing or another. For us, we do not look at it through those lenses, but through what it does to our young people, how equality of opportunities and availability of opportunities are there for young people. Unemployment is a huge problem. All across the country, our young people are really decrying the state of how the economy is to them. And so we say if we decide to be partisan on addressing that, then we will not achieve it. We will not achieve that goal. And that's why this association has been able to survive from the last parliament to this parliament. I'm the chair, I'm in Jubilee, the Secretary General is ODM, the Vice Chair is CCU, we're all from different groupings. But all matters that affect young people for us are of concern. In the last parliament, we were able to do around 16 pieces of legislation, 16 bills, including the 30% procurement opportunities, the access to government procurement opportunities, National Employment Authority, amendments to the HELB Act, etc. And now we're looking at how those are being implemented and what we can do to strengthen it. So we always choose, in as much as we might be tempted, in as much as we might be excited about the politics of the day, we try to guide this grouping to avoid those issues of political division.
Some would argue that the 30% procurement has not succeeded. What's your take on that?
Of course, there are those who feel that, and to some it has succeeded, to many it has not. You see, we are legislators, and our work is to make the law and to oversight the implementation of it. Those who are to implement it are the executive. It's our 47 governors, it is our ministers, it is heads of parastatals. So for us, it's really to look at, to review the progress in it and to make sure that it's being actually implemented. And also to give young people information. Many young people say, oh, it's not implemented. But if you ask them, have you applied? Have you registered a company? Have you been able to try? They're like, no. And you ask them why. Then they say, because we hear it is normally difficult. So just to pull out those weeds of skepticism that are in the minds of many young people, tell them these opportunities are there for you. We have a legal framework that is better than any other time for young people. So in as much as we have challenges, and when it's tough, but also we have great opportunities that have ever been there. in the past. So it's really changing our mindset, changing our value system. And that is what we believe in as KYP.
Okay. Even as you say that you've passed several bills at the Senate and the National Assembly, is it replicated at the county level?
And that is why we decided to start KYMCA. So we've had KYPA in the last parliament where we revived it. In this parliament, we came and said a lot of the issues affecting young people are happening in the county level. And so we were able to bring together all the 1,027 young MCAs and be able to get them interim leadership from the regions where they came during the last legislative summit last year. They're able to choose leadership, and through them we're trying now to coordinate with the young MCAs so to build their capacity. A lot of issues of marginalization, a lot of issues of even job opportunities at the county level, need to be dealt with at the county assemblies. And if you don't strengthen the county assemblies, then the secondary levels of oversight, like the Senate and the National Assembly, then become, the effect is null and void. So we really are keen. We have the leadership of the young MCAs here with us today. We've taken them through this mentorship process. I personally am mentoring a few of them as well. And it's to the extent of, what we know. For those who are Christians, the Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, so does man sharpen man. And just helping each other with experiences that we've had to make sure that they are strengthened. And it's an ongoing process for them in turn also to get the young people in the villages, in the cities, in the estates, to try and also bring out this new type of leadership that we believe in.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa, and all the best. Well, as you heard in Michelle, that is the chairperson of the Young Parliamentarians Association, that is Johnson Sakaja, the Nairobi Senator, just telling us of what to expect later in the day when the Senate Speaker, Kenneth Lusaka, will be opening this conference.